Hey y'all. Say hello if you're out there. Happy Tuesday. All these days run together, y'all. Every single day runs together. Hey Tony, Harriet, Shayna. Who else out there? Robert Shell. I thought I had you blocked. I don't know what kind of bullshit you gonna be on today, Jill. Don't start. Hey Pamplin, Privy, Tall, Dark, and Lovely, Peppies, Emerald, Shantae, Elizabeth, KS, Marvel Duchess, Dr. C, Chris, Diana, Jason, Calistine. Let me see if anybody's on Instagram. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Oh, I just saw a picture of my little niece. Her hair is my niece's. Their hair is so cute. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna save that so I can post it so people can give my little nieces some love, y'all. They so cute. Okay. Hey, okay. See Maurice Chandra. Okay, you on Instagram. Hey there, Kara, Science, Geek. I don't know how long y'all gonna stay around. Um, oh, Elaine says, hey, Reese, is definitely Tuesday, July 127th. Chill. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. Hey, Latrice, Tall, Dark, and Lovely Ray, Tiffany, Elaine, Shantae, QR, Pam. Hey, Pam. Malcolm B. Chris, what is your question, Chair? What is your question? I decided after yesterday that I'm gonna start charging people for my attention. If y'all want to troll me, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to go to my YouTube channel, click that super sticker button, and give me some coin, and then I will indulge all the trolling that y'all want to indulge in, child, because y'all trying to get me off track. Anyways, oh, you didn't see me live? I should be live on YouTube. I see some people checked in on YouTube. I got quite a few people on there. I think sometimes it takes a second for it to show up, or maybe if you're subscribed to my channel, it'll show up. But yes. Shantae, Stanley P. Okay, so I have a couple of topics today, but as usual, please comment whatever it is that y'all want to talk about. JH says you're the best, Kamala Harris. Period. Period. That's on period. See Merritt, Blizzard Fingers. I'm getting psyched for Greenleaf. Greenleaf is tonight, y'all. Me and my sister season will be recapping again. So come check us out at about 10:15 p.m. where we can talk about it. The Greenleaf chats have been lit for me because me and season be hella confused. But y'all be helping us out find out what the hell's going on. Hey for okay. So the first thing I want to talk about was Amy Cooper. Now this is an interactive discussion because I'm open to two different perspectives on this. Now y'all know that yesterday, Amy Cooper was arrested for making a false claim, and I don't have a problem with that. Now I did see the abolitionist crew pop up, and they decided to make her the new poster girl for why we don't need to have people go to prison for shit like that, and I don't entirely disagree. I'm not gonna say I entirely disagree. However, my whole thing is, it's funny to me how that becomes a bigger thing when somebody like Amy Cooper. Remember who else was it? I feel like Paul Manafort was another one. When they were talking about having harsh sentences for him, then the crew came out talking about, oh, we shouldn't be happy to, have people go to jail and all kind of shit. And I'm just like, where is this energy for the black people? Now I understand there are people gonna be like, oh, you're just ignorant. The abolitionists are always saying this shit. Okay, maybe that's true. Maybe I'm just not involved in that movement. But I'm just trying to figure out, why we gotta make energy for the white woman who out there going on Karen and making false claims on these black people. Then that's the people we should be feeling sorry for. I don't think so. I posted a clip from Paid in Full. If y'all know whatever that was from, let me know. And that's the amount of energy. I have Rico energy for Amy Cooper. I don't give a damn what happens to her. I'm sure she'll be all right. Because there's plenty of white women that get arrested for shit, white men that get arrested for shit, and they don't go to prison. Their records get expunged. She probably gonna play crazy, talk about she was on some Ambien or some shit that day, and she'll go on about her business, do some community service. So I'm not worried about it, but I just thought it was interesting that they try to sit up there and go to bat for her. I'm gonna read some of your comments. Hey Melanie. Yeah, Josie Duffy Rice was on that stuff. It's interesting to me how people like her, and I have I have nothing against her, but her magazine, or the magazine she's involved in, The Appeal, was all about slandering Kamala Harris and her record. But then you want to cape for a white woman who sat up there and maliciously called the cops on a black man. See, let's keep the same protect this woman at all costs energy for the black woman. Anyways, Terry Crews and Don Lemon, I did not see that. But I just, whatever Ted Cruz talking about, I'm not interested in it. Okay. Just information. You finally broke down, donated to the Biden campaign for the Kamala House party. I sure did. Listen, I'm very, very adamant about, hey McKee, or McCurve, on Instagram. I'm very adamant about I'm not donating coins to Biden until he picks Kamala Harris. But I did make this one exception this one time, and I invite y'all to make an exception with me. And, I signed up for this little dance party that Kamala's doing because she has Black Girl Magic, which is Beverly Bond. She has Club Quarantine, which is DJ D Nice. Yeah, she has Diplo. Not into the Diplo scene. Who else was it? Jermaine Dupri, DJ Cassidy. So I'm like, okay, this could be lit. This could be a thing. So I said, okay, I'll give you $25. That's all you're going to get from me. I'm not going to do the extra shit. But $25, I can do $25. For a Thursday night, I can do that. So if y'all want to support Kamala, go ahead, come turn up. Get up, stand up is what they calling it. And, just throw a couple of ducats. But that's the only ducats you're going to get out of me, trust and believe. And that's the only time you will see me promote anything for Joe Biden. Let's see. I'm so glad my governor banned false claims. Yes, Hazel Deco. Let's see. I'm wondering what the abolitionists want to do with people like Ghislaine Maxwell. Here's the thing about her, too. I'm really tired of people making her out to be some kind of martyr, and Jeffrey Epstein. I understand that because of the conspiratorial nature and the corruption of the Donald Trump administration, and particularly the Bill Barr Department of Justice, I understand the suspicion towards, Jeffrey Epstein's death, suicide, whatever you want to call it, and what could potentially happen to Maxwell. However, to me, I don't know, the way that they put it was almost like he was sacrificed. Like, it was a sacrifice on his part. He was killed or he killed himself. Either way, don't give a fuck. Right on time. Why are all these black grads Harvard grads show up with capes? And we ain't going to prison. Exactly. So what the fuck is the conversation about? The larger point, it was a false report. That's illegal, period. Exactly. Maybe not prison, but be held accountable for the wrong. It can't be financial. Run them coins to us. Yeah, I would be surprised if anybody believes that Amy Cooper is going to prison. She's clearly not going to prison. At most, she'll do community service. She might have to go to some black ass organization and take a fucking cultural sensitivity class, and she'll go on about her business. George Floyd lost his life under suspicion, passing a $20 bill. Exactly. Who else was it that I saw? I had retweeted something to that effect about how it was this crazy ass lady in Target, this white lady in Target who was destroying masks and shit, talking about, you're just coming after me because I'm white and I'm blonde. And I saw that video and I'm like, ain't this about a bitch? Black people, George Floyd, to your point, Alton Sterling, who was selling tapes, Eric Garner, who had Lucy's, and Michael Brown, who was alleged to have done something. Black people are killed for much less than what that white lady was in the motherfucking video acting a plumb fool over. Anyways, they won't give her prison time, but they are right to use her as an example for other Karens. I agree. Felicity Huffman was another one they went to bat for. Isn't that interesting? Isn't it interesting? Go to bat for the black woman who's in jail for 5 years behind not voting. Go to bat for the black woman who got all these years in prison for sending her kid to a school that she wasn't supposed to send it to because she had lied about her address. Maybe they are going to bat for those women and I just missed it. But I would like to see that same energy. Tiffany Price says the definition of white privilege and supremacy. They need consequences, period. It's not okay lying on black people. Okay. Meditation says, what I'm concerned about is these random bullets flying around the black community and no suspects. Starting to look suspect, man in New York shot with his daughter right beside him. Meditation, I did see that video. Oh my God, it was so disturbing. You know, I really hate how these videos come up with no trigger warning. Did y'all see that? There was this video on Twitter, and it was this black man walking with his daughter, and this car pulled up and just shot him. I mean, it's appalling the kind of gun violence that's happening. Several black children were killed or shot. Let me not say killed because I don't recall specifically if it was shot or just killed. Either way, it's fucked up. Be clear. By gun violence this weekend. I said yesterday, Ricky Smiley's daughter was shot 3 times, and you know they were shooting at another car, and she was just an innocent bystander. We have fucking issues, dude. We have real bad issues. Alicia says, hey there. She'll be fine being out an hour. Exactly. It's always time to do the right thing when it comes to white accountability. Ain't that something, A King? Ooh, that's a word. That is a word. And that's the problem that I have because, you know, whenever the white folks do some shit, it's always, let's all have the sympathy come out. The system is fucked up, white person. Oh my God, we got to do something about this. I'm not saying I'm not saying don't do something about it, but what I'm saying is why is that when the energy jumps out? Let's see. C. Merritt says, I heard today Senator Tammy Duckworth is shortlisted for VP. Any thoughts on her? My thoughts are that Kamala Harris needs to be the vice president. That's my thought. I don't have nothing against her, but she does not need to be the vice president. Senator Kamala Harris does. And I will repeat, like I've done several times before, Joe, don't fuck this up. Do not snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. We need to have a black woman on that ticket. We've earned it. We deserve it. And we're the most qualified. Quit fucking playing games. And that's just that on that. And I don't understand why. Why is that so fucking hard for people to understand? Like, to me, it's very basic. We need a black woman on the ticket, period. Period. Point blank, period, poo, period. Let me see. She was stressed from COVID. Hey, B Dizzle, Lisa, okay. Having trouble logging in. I'm sorry, anybody who's having trouble, I don't know what's going on. Some people are not having trouble. Hey, Noemi, let's see. Jennifer James says, I refuse to give Terry any energy. Me too. If Terry come in here and purchase a super sticker, then he'll get some energy from me. But otherwise, he can fuck off. Let's see. Probably a huge fine, exactly. Rochelle, good. I'm good to have you here. What else y'all got? I don't get abolitionists. What do you do with Dylan Roos, cop killers, rapists, molesters? I know, and that's whenever you ask that question, then they like to kind of steer it towards like, you know, abolitionists take issue with people steering the conversation to what about the rapists, what about the cop killers, what about the molesters, and to some degree, I understand that criticism. However, you do have to figure out something to fucking do about it, right? And I mean, I don't think that the retort, well, most people get away with these crimes anyway, is really the right retort. But I mean, I've heard some talks about abolition and how that the whole thought process isn't just like, oh, do away with prisons, you know, as of tomorrow, but it's more like let's create a society in which you wouldn't need prisons because people wouldn't have crime. Now, I could have sworn that when Kamala Harris makes these kind of arguments, then, you know, people act like she's an asshole because she's not saying defund the police or abolish prisons. But when they try to go into details, that's kind of they make the same arguments that she makes in terms of prison, in terms of prevention and mental health services and social services and things like that, economic growth and things like that. Let me see. What if he picks Val Demings? What if he picks Val Demings? My support is for Senator Kamala Harris. I don't know if y'all coming over here for me to pump up anybody else. Coming to the wrong place. I've made my choice. There are a lot of black women who will ride the fence. Oh, I'm for anybody. I'm for this. So I don't want to say. I'm not that girl. And there's no shade to them, but I'm not that girl. I've been very unequivocal and very clear. And so Kamala, she's on my list, one of one. Hey, Jahari. Sure. Mom is in the chat. Hi, Mom. Hey, Desiree. Okay, let me move on to the next topic. Just information. I'd rather they arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor than Amy Cooper. I would much rather that as well. But I don't have a problem with Amy Cooper being arrested. Okay, I'm just going to scroll real quick to see if anybody. Hey, Rosanna Arquette, thank you for joining. Did you see the video? Oh my gosh, you know what Miss Cardio Queen says? Did you see the video of the black man almost lynched by a group of white men? Good thing his friends were there to stop him. I see these videos, but honestly, I don't like to really watch them. Hey, Ray on Instagram. It's triggering. Y'all don't get triggered by seeing these videos of how motherfuckers be acting. It's triggering to me. I don't enjoy it. I have a very, very good understanding of the kind of racism that's out there, of the kind of bullshit that we got to deal with. I don't really need to see it broadcast every day, all day. Like all these Karen videos, I don't share the videos too much. You know, I might share a handful a week, if that many, because I don't enjoy seeing it. It's triggering to me. It stresses me out. Now, if every single one of these videos ended with somebody getting punched in the face, like how that video today of that black man punching that dude in the face who called him the N-word, then I would have a problem. I would be very encouraged by that. But just to see white people be abusive to black people, that I don't need to see that every day. I really don't. Desiree says, in order to stop the violence, we have to address the issues that are plaguing our community. Exactly. The shooting in Alabama, one child died from what I understand. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm so disgusted by what's happening with that. Let's see. Charles said Tammy fucked up. What did Tammy do? I don't know what you're referring to. Ironclad says, hi, Reese, still working, but trying to listen in. You've convinced me on Kamala. That makes me feel great. Somebody's listening. Can we abolish the police after the Amy's of the world experience the short end of the stick? Let's see. A Democratic Government Association polling for 6 months announces Kamala as lead by 13-point spread. Robin, can you give me a link to that? I have not seen that, but I'd be very interested in what you're referring to. I see Senator Duckworth as defense secretary. I think she'd be great there. MH says, I like Val, Susan, and Kamala. That's fine. I like Val and I like Susan. However, Kamala Harris needs to be VP. I support black women, but it's no multiple choice test because it's only one fucking person that ends up on the ballot, and I've made my choice. Jahari says, you've helped me defend Kamala to all these non-readers who listen to the Twitter warriors. The latest critique I've heard of her is that she's transphobic as fuck, which is a lie. And it's really crazy how people sit up there and take a meme and they run with it, or they take a story that has been distorted and run with it. Because Kamala Harris is definitely not transphobic. As a matter of fact, Kamala Harris led over 100, it might have actually been 200 attorneys, district attorneys from around the country. She convened a forum for them. That was her specifically. A lot of times people try to act like these things just so happened that Kamala was there. No, 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 no. Kamala Harris actually led a delegation of district attorneys to come up with a gay trans panic defense. That was back in the early 2000s. So how the fuck is somebody who's sitting up there fighting for justice for trans people transphobic? How is a person who was fighting against the sex trafficking of trans minors in particular? How is she transphobic? How is a person who, even though as the attorney general is the attorney for the California's Corrections and Rehabilitation, well, I always get this wrong, California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, CDCR. And even though they are the lawyers for the corrections department who had a policy against allowing gender reassignment surgery for their prisoners. I don't want to say prisoners, damn it, incarcerated people. Okay, let's say that. Kamala Harris actually worked behind the scenes to get the policy changed. Be very clear about that. Be very clear about that. That's documented. So people are just flat out lying on Kamala per usual. Per usual. What else do they have but lies? Let's see. Actually, Clint Josie's peer said the same thing about Ruth. Okay, gosh. Why did Tucker Carlson try to come for Tammy Duckworth last night? Because he's an asshole. But my platform is not to really defend other people like that. So, the Duckworth clan, or I don't know, what do you call them? What do you, the Duck Flock? They can go ahead and handle the Tucker Carlsons. Kamala got enough shit I got to worry about. What else? Okay. I got so far behind. Shit, I'm 7 minutes behind. So I want to move on to my next topic, which is this Harvard admission stuff. Did y'all see about that? The Harvard admissions came out, and I want to make sure that I get this right. Before I go to that, Lovely Lee says she also helped significantly with marriage equality in California. Absolutely, Kamala Harris was instrumental in the legalization of gay marriage in the country. Be clear, I've gone into that several times, but be clear, she was very instrumental in that. Not a byproduct, but instrumental. Okay, let me go to this. I had retweeted this early, and the point of it is not so much to talk about Harvard specifically, but I want to talk about this notion. Let me just explain. Let me give you the background on it. Where is it at? A staggering, this is what's being reported. 43% of white Harvard students are legacies, athletes, or children of donors, a study finds. Of those, around 75% would have been rejected if not for their special preference. That's the real affirmative action. And the reason I bring that up is because there's so often, particularly in our society, where privilege is passed off as merit, where people have gotten somewhere as a result of their privilege, but because they're in that position, then that's supposed to be evidence that they're superior to somebody who's not there, or that they have worked harder, or that they are there as a result of merit, without any acknowledgement that there's a certain privilege that comes into it. Sometimes it's white privilege, sometimes institutionalized privilege, sometimes it's privilege from your socioeconomic background. It could be a number of things. But I just want to be very clear about that. Privilege is not merit. And on the flip side, disadvantages are not deficiencies. I really want to underscore that, because a lot of these discussions, when you look at somebody who has a substandard result of the fact that they're disadvantaged in some sort of way, usually through systemic racism or institutionalized barriers, people use that as evidence that they're deficient. And I have this conversation, especially as it relates to this election cycle, when we're talking about fundraising, for instance. Now, I promise you, I would not be terribly interested in dragging Elizabeth Warren for her primary performance if her fans weren't always so quick to talk about Kamala Harris. and how she had to drop out before votes were cast. Well, yeah, she did. I applaud her for saying I don't have a path forward. If I can't raise the amount of money that I need to raise, then I'm not going to be able to compete. That was a very wise decision on her part, very pragmatic, very economical, and she did the right fucking thing. But I hate when people point to that as though she was deficient in some way. Was Cory Booker deficient? Was Julian Castro deficient? Why is it that the minorities, minus Toasty, who was never a serious candidate, if you ask me, had to all drop out as a result of money? Is that because they're deficient? No, it's because that there are structural disadvantages to being a person of color, right? Particularly a black woman trying to raise money, because the gatekeepers of the money are white people. And who do they listen to? They listen to polling and they listen to the mainstream media. And those are the people that decide who is electable. Those are the people that decide who's doing well or who's doing poorly. And those are the people that can make or break you, not with voters, because we know that the people that they hoisted up ended up flopping. But there's a big difference when you have to overcome institutionalized barriers to basically be here with your competitors. And nobody wants to admit that. So that's what I want to talk about. Another area that shows up is in the job hunt. Do y'all know how hard it is to get a job just off of applying off the internet? A lot of jobs, I see it where I work, and I love my job. I work for a great institution, but I see where, your coworkers or your bosses say, "Oh, if you know anybody that's qualified, send me their resume." They like to hire, and I look around and I'm like, okay, 4 of y'all work together at this other company. And then y'all gonna recommend somebody else who worked at the company. So before we know it, half the group where I'm working at is motherfuckers that work together at a whole nother ass company. So what do I do as a black person if I don't know none of these white men at any of these companies? I'm shit out of fucking luck. So there are so many times where it's not about merit, because they're not making a decision off of, oh, let's rack and stack these people off of their qualifications. It's about who has access, whether that's access to a network, access to money. Those are the people who tend to get ahead a lot easier and a lot quicker, and they go higher. That's not merit. That's not to say they don't work hard, but I'm saying they didn't get there solely off of merit alone. They got there because of who they have access to. Let me see what y'all saying. Sis, please pray for us here in Florida. We're dealing with a stupid governor and 45 opening schools next month without a plan. I know. It's crazy. If Betsy DeVos podcast is sitting up there talking about it's not a good idea, then shit, what more do you need? Because she's never right on anything. But that's one of the times where I have to say I would agree with her. Did any of you guys have a chance to see Officer Tatum's view on... Officer Tatum, are you talking about that black dude who's a Republican? I don't want to see shit that motherfucker has to say. Let's see. Barbara Lee for VP. Barbara Lee is not interested in being VP. That's what I get from it. But why do y'all always have to have a this black woman, not that black woman VP? Barbara Lee supported Kamala Harris for president. So there you go. If you so into what Barbara Lee has to say, then go buy off of who she endorsed for president. Okay. Seeing your comments are retracted. What's going on, Rochelle? What you talking about? Kamala is a progressive who purple state politicians aren't willing to embrace. Yes. Kamala was really bold about gun violence in the campaign. I know she was. James Holland, Kamala locks up blacks for weed. Kamala locks up blacks for weed. Get your stupid ass the fuck up out of here. No, she does not. Kamala, it's so funny to me because, these white hood wearing motherfuckers, all they see are black people as criminals. And so for them, they think they're really sticking them to. They think it's really resonating with you. Oh my God, Kamala Harris locking up black people. This issue really? Because the incarceration rate went down under Kamala Harris. Ooh, plot twist. Kamala Harris actually started a program to allow people, particularly Black and Latino men, to not have to go to jail for their drug crimes. Which, by the way, in that at that time, those drug crimes were all felonies. There was no misdemeanor. The particular ones that her program was for, and to get them jobs, to get them mental health services, parenting classes. That's the Kamala that y'all motherfuckers lie on. Little bitch. I use your video with Star to convince someone on Kamala who has information. Thank you. Please use these resources. I am going to talk about an update that I made to the Credentials Not Cosmetics. That's going to be my next topic. Susan Rice for Secretary of State. I like that. I like that. If somebody is on Periscope who has moderation, please block. What's this motherfucker's name? James Holland. I don't do white supremacists in my chat. You can go. What else did y'all talk about? Come on. Okay, I mentioned that. Jasmine says Kamala's campaign was the most LGBTQ campaign in history. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna have to skip through a little bit. Okay, the transphobia rumor has been around since people conflate what happened on Backpage with her. That's fine. Everybody picks one hill to die on because that's really all that they have. The Backpage is not a hill I'm gonna die off of, jail. When they sit up there sex trafficking people, I'm not gonna do that. And shit, don't y'all have OnlyFans now? What's the problem with Backpage being shut down? Go get you an OnlyFans page. Let's see. International students. Yes, Noemi. Did y'all hear about that? How Donald Trump is trying to force, basically, a lot of schools are still going to be online in the fall. And basically what Donald Trump is saying for people who are international, who have student visas, if their program is online, they have to go back to their country. What the fuck kind of shit is that? That's wrong. That is so wrong. But you know what? He has shown time and time again that his aim is white supremacy, and that's it. That's all he cares about is trying to really put forth this white nationalist society in which you know, people who are not white are not welcome. Robert says, why do they still have 3 strikes law in California? Well, you know, California is not all that progressive as people like to make it out to be. I was raised in California. I know. I remember when people were given the opportunity to vote on legalizing marijuana, they chose not to. Earlier, I'm not talking in 2016 when it was finally legalized. I'm talking about earlier. So, yeah, that's why. Let's see. Tom says, I'm a member of the human race. Which race are you? I'm black. I'm black, y'all. I'm blackity black and I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm blackity black and I'm black, y'all. That's what race I am. What the fuck? You could be human all you want to. I'm guessing you probably white saying some shit like that. But I'm black. I'm happy to be black. I'll die black. And that's that on that. Let's take a poll. Is anybody else blackity black to black? Black. I'm not talking about black. I'm talking about blackity black. Black girl magic, black girls rock, black boy joy, all that good shit. Every kind of black, put all the blacks in my black. That's how black I am, chill. Let's see. My hubby says the data is just now coming out to support the open secret / conversation that has been going on for decades at PWIs. That's why schools literally have staircases named after donors. Ooh, hubby with the word. Hubby with the word. He sounds smart, y'all. Ooh, Taylor May said blue black here. Okay. We have brown, black, America's black. Yes, they represented on Instagram. Let me scroll down. I'm going to have to skip some of your comments. I'm trying to see who else has it. Blackity black. Yes, and proud. Black. Blackity black. Black fist up. Black mixed with black. Yes. Y'all funny though. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Okay. Everybody, I got a lot of proud black people. I don't know what y'all talk about with that doggone human race shit. Anyways. But I appreciate your I appreciate you. I guess. Okay. Restorative justice, that's the thing. Okay, y'all. So look, I'm gonna go ahead and go on to my last topic chat because I only got 14 more minutes. My mom says blackity black. Yes, I'm black. Black looks black, black, black. Y'all remember that song? It was a song black, black on black, black on black, 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 black. Rosanna says black is beautiful. That is how I was raised to honor people. Yes. You know what? You honor me. You honor me by saying black is beautiful. You honor me by saying I'm black girl magic. You do not honor me by saying I don't see that you black. Because I see that I'm black every day. And I love being black, child. So if you want to give a bitch a compliment, say that. Say you are a strong black woman. Yes, I am. Thank you very much. I'm black, blurple, black. Yes. People who just now coming in are like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? Hashtag buy black, hashtag bank black, hashtag black black. Black with a side of black. You put the black in black reviews. Yes. Black 24/7. I'm going to stay on this topic. He done started something. British black. That counts. Black, black, black. Yes. What's black so immature grow up? Rosa Parks rolling in her grave. Rosa Parks is rolling in her graves because we talk about being black. Y'all are on one. Anyway, since it bothers Jay, who let me read off a couple more black ass comments. What y'all got? Black. Black publicity, black. I'm black, y'all. Is this? Oh yeah. Is this? Is the you gonna lose your job? Can't wait for the remix. Yes. What else y'all got? Black. Ooh, black. I like that one. Yes, and hella proud. I do have. Thank you. Robert is being nice, I guess, today. He says I have some beautiful black hair. I embraced my. I don't know if you're being sarcastic though. Now I think about it. But I'm going to take that as a compliment, I guess. I embrace my coils all day. Yes, Shantae. We out here, the blacks. Wake up every morning thanking God I'm black. Hallelujah. Let the church say amen. Amen. I'm the black God painted me. Right, right. I know y'all like, girl. Let me see. I'm brown and I see and appreciate black folks who have pushed the way forward for us all. Okay. USA First says, do you always use Ebonics or just on Periscope? I have so many new fans today, y'all. Let me explain something to you. It's called African American Vernacular English. Okay? Educate your dumbass self, USA First. You might learn some shit up on here. It's an actual language, bitch. African American Vernacular English. AAV, bitch. Some people call it Ebonics, but that's the proper way of referring to the way that I talk, motherfucker, okay? Anyways, who else wants some? Rosa Parks should be Elizabeth Warren. We're not doing that. Exotic black. That's for Regina. Yes. Ooh, 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 ooh. Kissed by the Sun black. Yes. Love the dazzle bands. Yes. Uh-huh. I got my yellows on today. Thank you. Let's see. Buttery and black. Yes. Young, gifted in black. That's beautiful. Black, black, black. Yes, yes. Okay, okay, okay. Amen. The black ancient Egyptian god. Amen. That's what the title of the great black. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. African diaspora is deep. Europe, Australia, the Americas, and the motherland. Of course, of course. Somebody say you scaring the white folks. Well, if you scared, go to church. Hey, Michelle. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. I'm moving on to my last topic. I had fun with that. Thanks to all my black ass motherfucking compadres out there. We represented today up in this bitch. It ain't even Black History Month. And we still black. We black every day, all day. I think we've gotten to the bottom of that. So moving right along to my last topic. Now, y'all know that I have been updating my credentials, not cosmetics article, right? And so, it's taking me a while, y'all. It's taking me a while because partly because I get distracted and all kind of stuff. And so, oh wait, I gotta read this comment because I love that she said this. Jennifer says the most nuanced, complex language spoken in America. AAVE. Thank you. We're gonna teach some people on my live channel. That's why I said we're gonna have fun. We're gonna turn up. We're gonna be educational. We're gonna do all those things on this live, unbossed, unfiltered live every single day, 5 p.m. ish. I'll be on CP time sometimes. Monday through Friday, come in here and learn something. If you white, you're more than welcome. Ask your questions, you're more than welcome. If you talk shit, you're gonna get cussed out too, don't you? But understand, this is the whole motherfucking team. We black up in here. Anyways, to carry on. I have a couple more minutes. I'm gonna carry on my last topic, but I've been doing all this research. I hope you guys saw the article that I shared. It's my credentials, not cosmetics. And the foreign policy section is the latest section I've been working on. And I research and I go down these rabbit holes and shit like that. But one of the things that I wanted to highlight today, the Kamala Harris and military justice, is just this one passage. Still not. I have one more passage to add to this foreign policy. I think one more passage. If y'all have been on the article lately, tell me, what do you think about the pictures? I added in some pictures, some screenshots, so that it's not just take my word for it. I try to pick something that have good headlines, good pictures, descriptive things, because I really want people to get the picture. And I know that 30 minutes worth of writing can kind of, bore some people. So I said, okay, well, even if people spend 60 seconds on the article like they do, maybe they'll learn something from the picture share, because the idiots and the assholes got the picture game all locked. So I got to throw in some pictures on the informative shit. But anyways, let me just go ahead. This is the last little thing I'm gonna get into. A couple more minutes. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm scrolling down this long ass article, child. Foreign policy. So this is what I wanted to talk about. So I rewrote this section a little bit, but I'm just gonna read this passage and have a little bit of commentary, then I'm gonna have to hop off. Emerald says, love the pictures. Thank you. Jazz loves the pictures. Okay. Yes. I'm okay. Good. I'm getting a lot of good comments on that. Blizzard, you funny. Okay. Senator Kamala, this is an excerpt, y'all. I'm taking from my own words. Senator Kamala Harris's foreign policy, where it goes beyond hearings and behind closed doors. As Senator Harris traveled to the Middle East, meeting with military service members in Iraq. Also, Senator Harris has been a staunch supporter of our military. So this is some of the new stuff that I've added as of today. Still working on the article. I thought it was very interesting enough to share. Particularly in ensuring service members receive fair treatment. You know that Kamala Harris is all about what? Justice is on the ballot. So Harris is co-author of the Ensuring Safe Housing for Our Military Act, parts of which were included in the 2020 National Defense Authorization Act. The bill addressed hazardous living conditions in privatized military housing affecting service members and their families across the country. Can y'all imagine military service members and their families being, oh, Jason Overstreet. Welcome, K-Hive. Look who decided to join us. Jason, how you feel about that tap dancing image of you, Chair? Now, I said don't tap dance for Miss Millie, Chair. Somebody took it as a challenge. You have me blocked on Twitter, but I welcome your presence in my YouTube channel. Maybe we can do a live one day. We can live stream together and we can have a debate. I think that would be very fun. I think that'd be very fun. What y'all think? Y'all think me and Jason should have a debate? I would be very entertained by that. Okay. Anyways, moving right along. I'm going to finish my passage. Jason says EW has receipts. I've been asking for them. And I haven't seen them yet, but I'm absolutely interested in having that conversation. Don't delete him. Don't block him, y'all. He's welcome. I've been inviting people to come have a conversation with me. Anyways, you can't contact me on Twitter because you blocked me and then I blocked you back. I don't let people block me and then I don't block their ass back. I'm not doing that shit. But anyways, but you can hit me up on Facebook or on Instagram. I'll answer your messages on there. Okay. Anyways, the bill addressed hazardous living conditions. I already said that. Senator Harris offered an amendment. He removed the comments himself. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, why? Why'd you do that, Jason? That's weird. That's very strange to come up in here and just say something and then run. I said we can have a conversation. Anyways, people try to take you off course. Let me get back to my article on my receipts, Chair. Robert, I did block you because you be on some bullshit. I ain't got time for it, but I haven't blocked you yet on Periscope. So I guess you're going to keep coming up in here. But like I said, people don't have to agree with everything that I say. All that I ask is that you do not slander Kamala Harris. That's all that I've asked. I don't think that's asking a lot. There are so many places where you can go and you can slander Kamala all day and all night. But just don't do it in my face, because then you're going to get that smoke. But anyways, let me get back to my passages. Only one passage that I'm highlighting out of this 24-minute article. The bill, let's see. Okay, Senator Harris offered an amendment. This is what I really, really, really liked. Senator Harris offered an amendment to the 2021 defense bill to create a special inspector general for racial and ethnic disparities in the military. The new special inspector general would investigate and make recommendations to eliminate overrepresentation of minority service members in the military justice system, underrepresentation in senior official and enlisted ranks, as well as white supremacy in the military. Now, when we want to talk about tackling systemic racism, that is an excellent place to target, which is the military. And on Roland, you guys see me on Roland Martin Unfiltered every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. He's on every day. I'm on Thursdays specifically. But there was a woman who was in the military, and she had experienced discrimination, again, overrepresentation in the military justice system because of her hair. And so the discussion was on the Crown Act and Crown Day. And so as a result of her being in of her being in the military system, right, justice system, then she's been denied promotions. And so that's the two-pronged aspect of it, where not only are people overrepresented in the military justice system, by people I mean minorities, but then that also hinders their ability to advance in the ranks. So there's a problem there. So I really, 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 really appreciate that Senator Kamala Harris wants a special inspector general, okay, to specifically investigate and make recommendations to eliminate this problem. That's what I talk about when I know Zedeko says time's up. It's technically not time's up for me, but if you gotta go, I understand. I'm gonna finish this and then I'm gonna hop off. And I just think that it's just so important. And thank you, Truth, for that sticker that you gave me or whatever. I think it's so important that when we talk about systemic racism, it's about receipts, not rhetoric, but receipts. And this is exactly the kind of thing. And again, it goes to every single part of our society. Cheryl says the military discussion is important in light of Vanessa Gillian murder at Fort Hood. Yes, there was a black woman as well who was murdered and they called it suicide. The name escapes me right now. If you guys know, please leave her name in the comment. Let's see. What is it saying? Yes, that is a topic that the chief enlisted Air Force person K. Wright is advocating for to vet here. Thank you, Tall, Dark, and Lovely, for giving us that additional insight. So needless to say, Senator Kamala Harris is an ally to minorities in the military. And like I said, tackling systemic racism in every aspect of our society. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about in this passage was in contrast to Donald Trump, who tried to end the deployments of the National Guard to deny them benefits. Senator Harris led her colleagues in pushing to secure funding and benefits for members of the National Guard responding to COVID-19. Trump reversed course after being pressured from Harris and others. And so that's one passage, y'all. But again, I'm telling you, this article is currently a 25-minute read. I got some pictures in there for motherfuckers who don't necessarily want to sit up there and read every single thing. I bolded some shit, so in case I don't have highlights I don't have bullet points for everything. So I'm working on economics, education, environmental justice, healthcare, infrastructure, jail, intergovernmental coordination, aid factor, pipeline building, property. I'm still halfway through enhancing these 17 criteria with more detail. If you watch the video with Star Jones and I, we give all the detail that relates to the ones that just have bullet points in there. But I am using it as an encyclopedia of sorts, so that people can go for any topic they're interested in and really get a very coherent and thorough narrative. It's not an A through Z of every single thing Kamala Harris has done, but it's very, very informative. So I encourage y'all to continue to use that as a resource. Okay, Lavenna Johnson is the black woman who was, she had all kinds of injuries, and they had the motherfucking nerve to say that she committed suicide. It's ridiculous. 43% of military are minorities, right? DOD, yeah, come on. I'm a vet, and sexual harassment, assault is huge in the military. And correct me if I'm wrong, Kristen Gillibrand dealt with that a lot, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let's see. She took care of the GI Bill housing too during COVID. I'm gonna have to add that. Let me copy that into my notepad so I can revisit that part. Thank you for that tip. America, much like the president, doesn't like reading. Okay, that's the goddamn truth. Thank you, Emerald. Maybe break it up into smaller articles. The reason why I'm not going to do that is because it's hard to get people from click to click from one thing to another. So I don't think that most people are going to sit up there and spend 25 minutes reading the article or spend an hour and a half watching the video, but it's meant to be a resource for people to keep referring back to. whatever the topic of the day is. Everybody has different things that they're interested in. A lot of people are one trick ponies. And so they don't have the depth that Kamala Harris has, the depth and the range. And that's what that article unequivocally debates. Would love to read any of your work, any of your analysis on Kamala's work in K-12 education. That's a very interesting thing, David. She has some work there that I could point you to. Robert gave me a compliment. Whoa, what is that about? Lynched and murdered, Jahari. Who are you referring to? Nicholas said, I've read 75% of credentials, not cosmetics. And guess what? That's 50% of it at this point because I still have way more to earn. Nicholas, is it Mikla or Mikla? Please let me know. Shot chemical burns on her genitals, a handgun shot, then claimed was from her service rifle. The army was full of crap. I mean, I'm just disgusted by that. I'm traumatized by that. Black women, like they say, are the least protected. Least protected. Even when you're in a position of being the protector, such as being in the military, you still subject to abuse and even death. Okay, Mikla says, yes, Senator Gillibrand does a lot of work with military sexual assault. Okay, thank you. Yes. No. I'm not doing no small articles, shit. Anybody got time for all that shit? But I have noticed that oops, okay. I accidentally reposted somebody's comment. Let me repost the link to the article in case you guys missed it. Let's see. The STEM bill was directed towards Black girls. Yes, I haven't done the education section, so I will be sure to include some stuff in there on her K through 12 work. I definitely think that is worth mentioning. Just haven't gotten around to that section to that degree yet. Not to go off script, Kamala Harris called out Ron Johnson for his comment today. So Ron Johnson said we've overreacted to COVID. Really? Because over 2 million people have COVID. 130,000 Americans are dead from it, and the cases are skyrocketing. So where the fuck is the overreaction, Ron Johnson? Come on. Let's see. All right, y'all, I'm about to hop off. If I had got my ass on at 5 o'clock on the dot, I would have been done in an hour, which is right on time. Okay. Tiff says we read. Yes, some people do. I appreciate everybody that actually does read because I have a lot of resources for y'all who do read. But don't just read, share it as well. Okay, share it and talk to your people, talk to your folks. Okay. And on that note, I appreciate y'all. I had fun with y'all today. I will see y'all tomorrow. And unless you watch Greenleaf, then come check me out tonight on live. Where I will be recapping the Greenleaf episode. Okay? So, y'all have a good night. And some of y'all talk to y'all later. And some of y'all see y'all tomorrow. Bye.